Hello there. So today we're going to talk about INFPs and how they can trust themselves after they slide backward in business or any kind of impact that they're trying to make. We're going to talk about signs that they don't trust themselves, what's going on with their personality type when this is happening, and most importantly, what to do about it. I am Amelia Harshfield. I help INFP leaders and impact makers feel deeply free by allowing them to be themselves, and then allowing their ambition to take them where they want to go and what's right for them. So let's get into the signs. Some signs that they do not trust themselves. They're looking to others for advice. They're not sure which feels right anymore. They might be confused on which direction to go. They might feel pretty lost. That might be unsure about a lot of things, and they just might not trust themselves to make decisions anymore, even though. So they might not trust themselves. They might not trust themselves to make decisions even anymore, even though it's gone well for them in the past. They're like, well, I'm sliding backwards. What do I do about this? Or I'm not, I'm not getting the same results that I once did. They might be deeply unhappy despite all this. They might not feel real confident in themselves as a leader, as where they've already come from. They're like, well, can I do this again? So they're probably doubting themselves. They might be looking for lots of solutions to what can help and not sticking with anyone. So just going like solution, 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 or there might be in a space that they just can't see any solutions at all. So what's going on? And I'm going to be pulling up the roundtable model for INFPs. So this is the roundtable model. This is the roundtable model for INFPs, and there's a roundtable model for all Myers-Briggs types, and all Myers-Briggs types have 4 things in common on this model. They all have an adult self, they all have an inner parent, they all have a 10-year-old inner child down here and a 3-year-old child down here. And what makes an INFP an INFP is, according to this model, of how 4 things fall into place. And their 4 things are, the 4 different parts are feeling, thinking, sensing, and intuition. So if you'll look on this model, their adult self, which is what they spend the most time on, is the ethicist. So that's inward facing feeling. So that's all about what feels right to me. Am I doing things that align with my values? Am I following my gut feelings on things? Or is this not aligned and I need to do something else? So that's what they spend their most time doing. And that's what's comfortable to them and what really defines who they are. The second most used part of those 4 parts is the intuition. And for the INFP, it's the nickname of the pioneer. So the pioneer is all about, what are the solutions going on? What can I see? Where are the new possibilities? What solutions aren't other people seeing right now that I can see that can help find answers? So it loves exploring. It loves finding new opportunities and creative solutions to things. And that's that part's wheelhouse. The 10-year-old inner child here is a black and white part of them. So this part is all about looking at things that they've experienced from the past. And this part loves going back into the past and gathering information on what they've experienced before. And you know that it's your 10-year-old inner child when it says, this is all bad. Like, I've been in this before, I've done this before, and every time I've done it, it's gone bad. Or every time I've done this, it's gone great. But you probably hear bad a lot more. Like, I've done this, didn't end up well, let's not do it again. So it's not looking for balanced information of like, tell me everything you find, or tell me some good things that we've experienced before, tell me some things that we haven't gone so well. Just usually like, yeah, every time you do this, you get screwed. So let's not do that. So that is that part of you, that's that voice, that historian. And then the 3-year-old inner child here is your executive, and that's all about outward facing thinking. So that part's all about, what's a plan and what action items can I put into getting things going and getting after what I want. So this part loves accomplishing things. It loves getting things done. It loves plans. It loves following through on the plans. And when you're not doing that, it can be quite unhappy for INFPs. So when INFPs do not trust themselves, especially if they slide backwards, a couple things are going on with their personality type usually. And one of the major things is their historian here is probably looking at all the things that they've done wrong in the past and just keeping themselves quite stuck. So it's not giving information of what have I actually done well? What have I learned up to this point? And how can I keep learning that? Or do I need to shift and pivot what I'm learning? Or do I need to try a couple different solutions or any kind of information that I've learned before? So it's not looking at those types of things. It's usually looking at what kind of failures have I had in the past? I'm never going to get out of this. It's never going to happen again for me. I'm not going to get where I want to go. There goes my retirement plan. I'm going to have to spend all this money. So it can be quite negative on the information that you've experienced before. So one of the best things is to tell that part, like, hey, I appreciate you telling me this information. What good information can I learn from the past? And that can help that part of you go, okay, let me start seeing where can I start telling you things that actually have helped me in the past versus just are bringing me down and telling me how I'm not going to get where I want to go again. So that's a great place for you to start. This inner parent here is also really pivotal to this part of you, because if your adult self doesn't know what feels right anymore, or if it can't tell what the hell's going on, it needs to start gathering information. And how it can gather information is what I just said by this 10-year-old inner child over here, and looking at all the different solutions right now. So I understand that like you don't trust yourself. What are the solutions? What can you do about it? Who do you need to talk to, or who don't you need to talk to? Who isn't helping you with the advice? What else have you found? What else can you do? You've probably done a lot. You might have done a couple things, but what else is out there that you haven't seen yet? And that can help kick this information gathering process into place, because usually when INFPs don't feel like they can trust themselves, their adult self inward facing feelings like, I don't know what to feel. I don't know how to feel right now. So I'm just going to retreat and go inward and stop being the leader of your little inner family here. So when that happens, you might start making decisions with this outward facing thinking part. So it's going, look, we need a plan. What's the plan? I don't know the plan. Everything I've done in the past has been bad, but we should be getting out there. This isn't happening. So you can be quite frustrated with yourself for where you are and how you're not doing the things that you feel that this part of you wants to be doing. And by gathering information with these two parts of you, it can help you start to look at what the hell's actually going right for you, and what solutions can you see, and also what have you experienced before that can help you even in the smallest amounts. So that is a beautiful way to start trusting yourself, even after you've achieved certain things and they're not working anymore. I get you. I've been there. So you're not alone with that feeling. And as you learn to trust yourself again with this process, things become a lot easier, and you'll start to feel more confident and feel like you can trust yourself. And then you'll be off to the races again, because the world needs INFPs. They are deeply important for helping people understand what's right, what's wrong, how to uphold their values, and how to create really beautiful solutions in a world that needs new and creative solutions all the time. So the world needs you to trust yourself. And the longer you stay sitting in the space of not trusting yourself, the harder it's going to be to get out of it. The more trauma you're going to have to deal with while you're getting out of it. You're probably not eating well. You're probably not sleeping well. You're probably not enjoying life. So this is impacting you. It's impacting those around you, impacting your family, impacting your business, impacting a lot of things. And the longer you sit on that, the harder it's going to be for yourself. It's going to be harder for your body. It's going to be harder for everything. And at a certain point, you need to decide that you are worthy of trusting yourself. You are worthy of getting out there and doing these things again. It's just, what don't you know right now? And how can you use this as a learning opportunity for change? Because different results come from different behavior. And The other challenge with this is you might be struggling more with this than you know, because to get out there to be doing these things again, it might take more than just a couple things like that I mentioned on this video. However, I've helped several many INFPs with this. I've gone through this myself. So I've got the plan, I've got the process that can help you get through this very quickly and get you off to the races and get you up and going again. And to know more about that, book a call with me on my website. If you're ready to start trusting yourself and feeling more confident and being the leader the world needs you to be. So that call is on my website, ameliaharshfield.com. We'll see what's right for you. I work with solutions. So I sell solutions rather than sessions. So I only work with people, and if I know they're going to work, only if I know that they are ready for the change, and then I stay with you the entire time. So it's a bit of a different model. So happy to be doing that. Book a call because you deserve the change for yourself. And at a certain point, you need to start putting yourself first. So I will see you on the next call.